Today's Grand Marshal, Cambridge Brand Ambassador, and Indiana Fever Star, Caitlin Clark. Perfect. Runners, to your cars.
Over Memorial Day weekend, more than 330,000 fans filled the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, where Caitlin Clark took the stage and delivered the famous command, "Drivers, start your engines," as the Grand Marshal of the Indianapolis 500. This wasn't just a quick appearance or publicity moment. It was one of the biggest honors at one of the world's most iconic sporting events. At the same time, some longtime WNBA voices continued criticizing the amount of attention she receives. In this video, we'll break down her major Indy 500 moment, look at the numbers many fans point to as proof of the Caitlin Clark effect despite her missing significant time with injuries, and explore why the criticism seems to grow as her popularity continues to rise. Why do you think so many WNBA veterans seem frustrated by Caitlin Clark's success? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Hey today. Drivers! Cops. To your car! Your car! Cars now!
To understand why this moment mattered so much, you have to look at the full picture instead of just a few clips shared online. The Indianapolis 500 isn't just another sporting event. It's one of the largest single-day sporting events in the world, bringing together around 330,000 fans at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. With a history that spans more than 100 years, it's built on tradition and prestige. This year, the honor of giving the famous command to start the race went to Caitlin Clark, a basketball star who had only recently entered her third WNBA season, making the moment even more remarkable.
Hey, it's Caitlin. I'm here at the Indy 500 with all my friends. Excited to be here for the first time.
Clark made it clear on the red carpet that this was her first time attending the Indianapolis 500, and she was excited to be part of such a historic event. She didn't come alone either. Her family traveled in for the occasion, and several Indiana Fever teammates, including Lexi Hull, joined her on the red carpet. Before basketball was even mentioned, it was obvious how important the moment was, with the Fever fully supporting their biggest star at one of America's most iconic sporting events. The level of security around Clark also stood out, with police and security personnel positioned throughout the venue to manage the large crowds. Fans weren't just hoping to spot a celebrity while attending the race. They specifically came hoping to see Caitlin Clark, showing just how much attention and excitement she continues to generate wherever she goes.
Since 2022. There's a reason he's right in the middle. I guess other people have the same idea.
Clark spent the day meeting fans, signing autographs, and making her prediction for the race winner by choosing Marcus Ericsson in the number 22 car. The biggest moment came when she stood before the crowd of more than 330,000 fans and delivered the famous command, "Drivers, to your cars," officially beginning the Indianapolis 500 as the event's Grand Marshal. Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White was also there and shared that it was her first time attending the actual race after only watching qualifying events in previous years. That detail showed how unique the occasion was, as Clark's role brought people together for an unforgettable experience. The videos from the event spread quickly online because of the excitement surrounding her appearance, not because of manufactured publicity. This went far beyond basketball. It became a major Memorial Day celebration, a huge moment for motorsports, and a proud occasion for the entire state of Indiana, with Caitlin Clark at the center of it all.
Hey, you didn't believe the people that seemed like come out for Caitlin Clark here. Caitlin has arrived at the Indy 500, another angle, red carpet action. Oh shit, people realize, oh, Caitlin's up here. That's crazy. That's awesome.
The Indy 500 appearance wasn't a coincidence. Gainbridge, the presenting sponsor of the race, has worked with Caitlin Clark since her final season at Iowa, making her one of its brand ambassadors. While that partnership helped create the opportunity, companies don't put someone in front of more than 330,000 fans just because they're under contract. They choose people who attract attention, boost interest, and bring value to their brand. Clark has consistently proven she can do exactly that. Her popularity drives fans, generates excitement, and attracts major audiences, which is why leading brands continue to feature her in high-profile events. Despite that, some critics still dismiss the so-called Caitlin Clark effect as media hype. The numbers, however, tell a much different story, and they're worth taking a closer look at.
League of people who are steady trying to not give her the credit she deserves. You have them ranking her as one of this marketing, she's below Asia and Paige Beckers and all of this stuff. Cut the BS. We're not stupid. We are not stupid. Jersey sales matter. Ticket sales matter. Viewership matters. It does. When ads are being brought, that's how you are going to be able to pay people.
Now look at the television numbers. The first WNBA game shown on USA Network this season featured the Las Vegas Aces and the Los Angeles Sparks and attracted 529,000 viewers. With stars like Aya Wilson on the court, it was considered a strong result for the network's debut broadcast. But the numbers changed dramatically when the Indiana Fever played on opening weekend. That game drew 2.5 million viewers, making it the second most-watched game in WNBA history. The most-watched game in league history also featured Caitlin Clark, meaning she has been part of the two biggest television audiences the WNBA has ever recorded. Those viewership figures highlight just how much interest she generates and why so many fans tune in whenever she takes the court.
To stop lying to ourselves and pretending like this girl hasn't changed the game, and stop pretending like she's not a big reason why the viewership has gone up and why people are now knowing these other players' name. I am sitting here looking at jersey sales for professional basketball players, and Caitlin Clark is number 2, and that's over all professional basketball players.
Yeah.
You have Curry, who is an NBA player, who's number 1. Then you have Caitlin Clark, followed by LeBron James, Luka, and Wemby. These are NBA players. Her jerseys are outselling NBA players. Do you understand how insane that?
The numbers become even more impressive when you look beyond the WNBA. Across all of professional basketball, including the NBA, Caitlin Clark ranked second in jersey sales, trailing only Stephen Curry and finishing ahead of stars like LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Victor Wembanyama. That puts her among the biggest names in the entire sport, not just women's basketball. Her impact also extends beyond the games she plays. Earlier this season, the Indiana Fever faced the Portland Fire while Clark was sidelined with an injury. Even without her on the court, the game drew 680,000 viewers on USA Network. That's more than the 529,000 viewers who watched the Las Vegas Aces season debut featuring Aya Wilson. Those numbers suggest the Fever have become a major attraction, even when Clark isn't playing, because of the attention and interest surrounding the team. So when people claim her popularity is simply created by the media, the viewership and sales figures offer a different perspective. The statistics continue to show the same pattern, making it difficult to dismiss the impact she has had on the league and her team's audience.
I saw that when Caitlin got hurt, nobody wanted to go to the game anymore. It was like, oh, so Caitlin's not playing. I'm not interested in watching. But you have all these other players on Indiana that are interesting to watch. If these 10 that we rotate in the media and the brands were not playing, would anybody come watch the WNBA?
No, we've been telling you that. Hello, Earth to Angel McCautry. Hello, we've been telling you the only reason this league is lit right now, the person that got it jumping is Caitlin.
With the strong ratings, packed crowds, impressive jersey sales, and the Fever continuing to draw viewers even when Caitlin Clark is sidelined, the conversation around her keeps growing. Instead of focusing on those results, some longtime voices in women's basketball continue to criticize the amount of attention she receives. Angel McCautry, for example, has her own podcast and platform where she can highlight rising players, promote overlooked games, and help expand interest in the league. Instead, She often returns to the topic of Clark's media coverage, arguing that the same small group of players is featured while others are overlooked. While it's true that star players receive the most attention, that's how sports media has always operated. The NBA has spent years centering its biggest names like Stephen Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, and Nikola Jokic because star athletes naturally attract the largest audiences. That's not unique to the WNBA. It's how sports coverage works across every major league.
I want to go watch Steph Curry play, and I find out he's not playing. I don't have to still go to the damn Warriors game if I don't want to. It's okay. If I want to go to Taco Bell for a beefy 5-layer burrito with no beans and they put out an announcement saying they only selling quesadillas, damn it, I don't gotta go spend my money on no quesadillas, because that ain't what I...
When interest drops after a star player is unavailable, that's not unusual. It's something that happens across every major sport. The Lakers attract fewer viewers when LeBron James is out, and the Warriors often see ratings decline when Stephen Curry isn't playing. That's the reality of having a franchise player whose presence has a major impact on fan interest. Some former players, including Sheryl Swoopes, have continued to criticize Caitlin Clark and her level of attention, often making her a central topic in their public comments. Critics argue that these conversations keep returning to Clark because she remains one of the biggest stories in the sport. It's also important to recognize the challenges previous generations of WNBA players faced. Many spent years competing in front of smaller crowds and with far less national attention than today's players receive. Their contributions helped build the league and deserve respect. At the same time, many supporters believe Clark has helped bring a new level of visibility to women's basketball through higher attendance, stronger television ratings, increased merchandise sales, and greater mainstream interest. Because of that impact, some fans feel the focus should be on how much the sport has grown rather than on efforts to downplay her influence.
Y'all have been in such denial, and it's nasty work that y'all keep lying and trying to make it seem like it's everybody else. Our point has been proven. The point was proven a long time ago. The numbers jumped when she got here. Not because of Angel Reese, not because of Paige Beckett, not because of nobody else, but Caitlin Clark. The damn ratings dropped by more than 50% last season when the girl was hurt. Now you're mad. You're mad that because when they announced that she was hurt, nobody wanted to go to the games no more. Thousands of people decided they're not going. So what? They don't have to go. They don't have to go if they don't want to. You're still in denial.
Caitlin Clark's impact continues to stand out, with her ranking second in jersey sales across all of professional basketball, a sign of how much attention she brings to the sport. While some critics believe the league hasn't fully celebrated her biggest achievements, Clark's influence keeps growing through her performances and public appearances. The Indianapolis 500 weekend highlighted more than just her individual popularity. Indiana Fever teammates, including Lexi Hull and Monique Billings, along with head coach Stephanie White, joined her at the event, showing the strong bond within the team. White also spoke confidently about the Fever improving their chemistry, getting healthier, and building momentum before their upcoming road trip. That kind of team connection can make a real difference as the season progresses. Clark has also helped transform the Fever into one of the league's biggest attractions, bringing larger crowds, higher television ratings, and more attention to teammates like Lexi Hull, Kelsey Mitchell, and Aaliyah Boston. The organization now receives a level of media coverage and business interest that was difficult to imagine just a few years ago. Every major appearance and every highly watched game continues to raise the profile of both the Fever and women's basketball. Meanwhile, even many of her critics continue to center their discussions around Clark, showing just how much influence she has on the conversation. Her memorable forward command at the Indianapolis 500 started one of the world's biggest races, and her name continues to be one of the biggest topics in women's basketball. What do you think about Caitlin Clark's impact on the WNBA? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and check out the next video on your screen.
Perfect.
Colin.